Welcome to our deep dive, everyone.
Welcome, curious minds, to another deep dive.
Hello.
Today we're embarking on specifically the V75 races unfolding at Jägersro this Saturday, September 6th.
And our mission, as always, is really to navigate all that information, pinpoint those crucial nuggets, and help you, our listener, grasp the landscape of each race.
So let's try and untangle this V75 puzzle race by race. We kick off with V75-1, the Mares Division. Our sources are highlighting this as a real puzzle right out of the gate.
Yeah, definitely looks like an open beginning to the V75.
Uh-huh.
And this particular class, historically, it does generate more upsets than most.
Yeah.
What's really critical here is understanding the volt start.
Okay, the standing start.
Exactly.
Leading the conversation, even with that tricky start, is one Anna KJ.
Mm-hmm.
Our sources note her strong recent form, the powerful Turnquist-Peters team behind her. The potential for her to lead from that inner track position comes up a lot.
It does.
But there is a definite undercurrent of caution. Some questioning if she's maybe being overbet given certain past performances where she hasn't quite delivered under pressure.
That caution seems well placed. Looking to challenge 11 Hoffa for the legendary Erjan Kihlström driving. She emerges as a strong contender.
Okay.
She's described as a hoarding, a tough, resilient mare, capable of a very offensive approach, especially now in her second start for a new stable. She's definitely one to watch.
Right, a real threat if she gets the right trip. And we also can't ignore 10 Laney KW and 9-1 Lady Boko, both showing excellent form.
Yeah, good speed there.
Laney KW even competed against Derby mares recently, both known for their speed, which makes them intriguing if, the pace gets hot up front. They could benefit late.
Mm-hmm. Then there's 4 Tactic Lane, often a fast starter from the front. But her past gallops breaking stride, losing rhythm, that makes her a consistent risk. Very capable if she behaves.
So the core insight here for V75-1 isn't just about individual talent, is it?
No, it's that magnified impact of the volt start on Jägersro's track, which often favors speed.
Yeah.
You need to look for horses with proven early speed from an inner start, or that exceptional closing power if the early pace collapses.
So betting on just one favorite here, probably risky.
Historically, yeah, high risk in this class, especially with names like 14 Tui Southwind lurking, though some sources do suggest she might be slightly overvalued over this longer distance. Those first few hundred meters, the tactics there, everything.
What a truly tactical start to the V75. It really highlights how much those initial meters can matter.
Absolutely.
Speaking of strategy, V75-2 brings another fascinating twist. Class 3 horses challenging Class I contenders over 240 meters.
Yeah, the classic class versus handicap battle.
Right.
And the consensus among our sources. It leans heavily towards the tele-egg horses here, those starting with that handicap from a later row.
Okay, the one starting behind.
Exactly. The main question isn't if they'll take over, but which one gets the best break and dictates the pace from that advantageous spring track position.
That clear lane they get.
Precisely. It lets them gain ground quickly on the front row starters.
And the spotlight seems to fall heavily on 9 San Donato, driven by Dwight Peters.
He's a strong favorite, yeah. Showed exceptional form in a Derby qualifier, finished with tremendous power.
That spring track is seen as a big plus for him.
Huge advantage. Makes him a prime candidate to grab the lead early.
Okay. But then we also have 4 Nickel Ocañas from Robert Berg's stable, often mentioned as a co-favorite.
Mm-hmm. Strong record with Berg, definitely. But recent gallops and that inner position from the Tillig do raise some concerns about his trip in the race.
Maybe slightly overbet compared to San Donato, reliability issues.
Could be. Worth considering.
And we can't overlook others. 5 Go Kenneth Go, with Johann Untersteiner, showed good speed in a Derby qualifier. Might like the easier field here.
Potentially. And 8 Hennessy Joy, with Joachim Lovgren, consistently noted for a very positive finish in tough races. Looks suited for this class. Could be a value pick.
This race really highlights that tension, doesn't it? Raw talent versus race dynamics.
Right. It does. And what's fascinating is how effectively a strong horse can use that spring track to overcome the handicap against a perhaps weaker starting field.
Interesting.
Our sources also flagged 10 Light In with Magnus A. Jews as a potential outsider. Recent improvement, interesting conditions, known to cause upsets sometimes.
Okay, from those tactical starts, We shift gears to V75-3, the silver division. And here, wow, one heavy favorite seems to be dominating almost every conversation.
Absolutely.
Right.
7 Eldorado Jet. Magnus Aju's in the sulky cart trained by Gokudoro, considered the strongest horse in this class by, well, a considerable margin.
Big reputation.
Immense strength, versatility. Despite a recent gallop in a high-profile race, the collective opinion is just. He's good for this field. Expect offensive tactics from Jews.
Some sources are giving him like a 60-75% chance, even from an outside start.
It's a staggering number, yeah. Huge confidence there.
But there has to be a challenger, right? We have 10 Savastano, trained and driven by Adrian Colgini.
The primary challenger on paper. Very good for his class, no doubt. But sources point to the box score, starting from that second tier, behind others.
Tough spot.
And the addition of shoes as significant disadvantages might temper his performance against Eldorado Jet. He's never won from a box score.
Right, that means a longer trip, more dependent on others, and shoes sometimes slows him down if they usually run barefoot.
Exactly. Barfoda without shoes is often for maximum grip and lightness. Adding shoes can change things.
Okay, also in the mix.
9, Smile Silvio. Strong finisher, especially from behind. Peter himself sounds very confident, calling him an 8 or 9 out of 10 form-wise.
The box score might not hurt him as much then.
Possibly not, as he prefers racing off the pace anyway. And don't forget, 2 Nuggets on, quick starter, could get the lead or the pocket, and 4 Kipkit Ramirez actually finished second to Eldorado Jet once before. Shows capability.
And for a potential dark horse.
5 Make It. Shermer stands out a bit. Offensive driver, equipment changes like a bike. That lighter, sulky, and running barefoot could challenge the pace, especially if Eldorado Jet finds any trouble early.
This is where it gets really interesting. When a horse is so heavily favored, do you trust that collective belief? Or do you look for subtle weak points the challenger's ready to pounce?
Yeah, and connecting back to our theme, it's a test of how much a top-tier horse can overcome those minor obstacles, the race dynamics, against a determined field. Maybe one looking to make things difficult.
So while Eldorado Jet is class, maybe not a total lock.
The conditions and challengers make it less of a foregone conclusion than maybe the betting suggests. Still the strong favorite, but worth thinking about.
From the clear favorite, we move to race 4, a Sport Trappa. Handicap race, starting spots based on earnings. Often shuffles the deck, but the clear favorite here comes with, well, a significant asterisk.
Indeed. 3, Dark Photon Face, Adrian Colgini. Widely acknowledged, exceptionally high inherent capacity, would very likely win, if faultless. If.
The big if.
Huge if. His history of gallops, including 3 straight, makes him highly unreliable. A 50-50 risk favorite.
Wow.
He's the kind of horse that, well, you need strong nerves to back him. On his best day, maybe unbeatable, but those days get interrupted. Some think he'd have been in Derby qualifiers if he was just more consistent. A
real Jekyll and Hyde, then. So for our listeners, it's deciding if you roll the dice on that pure, inconsistent talent.
Exactly, and there are strong challengers. 7, look at me, Sisu, Johann Untersteiner, shown a sharp finish in his new stable, good run in a Derby qualifier.
Okay.
Then 8 Vamos Flax, Nancy Azur's driving, race-savvy horse, good recent form in his new stable, known for being Segervin, accustomed to winning.
And any interesting outsiders?
Very interesting is 11 Patent, Carl Johan Jepsen. Second start for the new stable, likely running barefoot all around. Finished well last time, could surprise at low odds. Maybe around 3% in some analyses.
Worth a look.
Definitely. Also worth noting, 14 Jason Express and 15 Eola Wise L. Capable horses, challenging spots way back. But Eola Wise L showed a really strong final lap recently.
So the crucial dilemma in this Sport Trappa is that raw talent of Dark Photon Face, even with a high risk, worth it? Or do you look at more reliable, maybe less flashy types like 4 Boko or 2 Summit Diablo?
It's a classic risk management scenario.
Yeah.
This race just perfectly illustrates how sometimes the most obvious talent isn't the safest bet if consistency is lacking. It's weighing that potential reward against the probability of a major error. One mistake changes everything.
Okay, we're halfway through. V75-5 is a Class 2 race, longer distance, 2,640 meters. Spotlight here is on a rising star from the Intersteiner stable, but with some variables.
Yeah, 8 City Express, Johann Intersteiner driving. Viewed as extremely capable, won his last 3 starts.
Impressive, but...
A combination of Sport 8, post position 8, way out wide, and the first-time removal of hind shoes.
Yeah.
That introduces significant uncertainty.
And his history of gallops.
It's also a factor. 6 out of 10 career starts involved 1. Trainer expresses immense confidence, calls his form in class of 10, calls him the Peter-feeling horse for this race.
Well, high praise despite the concerns. His pure class is undeniable.
It is. Challenging him, we have 1 Parish Crooks VS, Bjorn Goop driving. Fast starter, if he avoids his own recent gallop issues, could lead for a long, long time.
Another risky one, potentially.
Seems to be a theme.
Yeah.
Also, 12 format Kronos, Peter Untersteiner again, showed significant improvement with barefoot running and earplugs last time. Despite Sport 12 way back, still an interesting challenger.
Okay. Any others?
Further contenders. 7 Ontario, Twait Peters. Fast starter, tough post, but competed in Derby qualifiers. 11 Don Quixote Face. Adrian Colgini performs well for his class, improving with lighter balance, barefoot behind.
Right.
And don't forget 6 Las Vegas Sisu, Carl-Johan Jepsen driving, 2 recent wins with the bike, and 3MT top-notch Danish guest, Erjan Kihlström driving. Won easily from the lead recently.
So the key question for our listener here, can Steady Express's undeniable class overcome that wide start and the equipment change? That first time without hind shoes.
It's a delicate balance.
Yeah.
And what's fascinating is watching how stables manage that fine line.
Yeah.
Maximizing performance with new gear versus maintaining consistency, especially for a heavily backed favorite like him. These small changes can have big impacts.
V75-6 now, the bronze division. Short distance sprint, 1,640 meters, said to be fast and furious. Feels like every second out of the gate counts here.
You're absolutely right. The core challenge, according to our sources, the predicted battle for the lead, it's going to be intense.
Who's likely to get it?
1 Daytona Cash, Per Lindroth driving.
Yeah?
Looks like the probable leader, especially with the New Balance shoes behind, that's shown to be effective.
But there's hesitation.
Some sources are hesitant, yeah. His last performance wasn't his best, and the competition for that front spot will be fierce.
Okay, so who's looking to challenge that lead?
4 Hugo Boss Shadow, Bjorn Goop. Consistent good form, definitely has the ability to fight for the lead.
Strong contender.
Then 5 Juppie Van, Christopher Eriksson. Strong finisher, now fully optimized barefoot bike. Short distance, yes, but his strength could be huge if that early pace is blistering.
Interesting angle.
Also, 2 Daniel Hazlar, Jeppy Jewel. Consistently saved energy, shown good form in tough company. Strong contender from a great starting spot. Noted for finishing with power left on previous Swedish visits. And 6 Head Estate, Magnus Asches. Good form, could be driven offensively, has a somewhat neppig still. Bit awkward maybe, but effective racing style.
This race really highlights that tension between initial burst speed and sustained power, doesn't it?
Totally.
Who gets to the front and who can hold on against strong closers like maybe 9 DeChambeau or a fast starter like 3-Star Cash?
That's the puzzle. The difference between winning and losing can be tiny fractions of a second at the start, and those immediate tactical choices.
We've reached our final deep dive for today. V75-7, the Diamond Stoet, another Volt Start race. And a fascinating, almost even split in favoritism here.
Yeah, this race features several highly capable mares. Our sources show a genuine split in favor between 2 Ebakuche with Erjan Kihlström and 11 Esperia Font with Magnus Adus. Ebakuche is known for matching the best mares, handling the Duden's position racing outside the leader without cover. Very tough spot.
Right. Demands a lot.
Esperia Font, despite some recent bad luck, her trainer, Gucciadoro, says she was unlucky last time, is considered the best in the field by him, expected to be driven offensively.
So a real toss-up between those two.
Seems like it. But into the mix, we also have 6 Ace of Mark Per Lindroth. Strong contender, top form, perfect spring track, good chance to take the lead. He apparently saved energy last start, suggesting more to give.
Interesting. And from the Tillig again.
14 Nova Mahiran, Thomas Urberg. Strong, capable mare, returning after a short break. Urberg sees her as a bit of a dark horse, liking her current conditions. Furthermore, 10 Lead Beluga, Joachim Lovgren, excellent form, potential equipment change barefoot all around, strong positive feedback from the stable despite a recent gallop.
Lots of factors there.
8 Never Too Young, Bjorn Goop. Strong mare, good recent runs, benefiting from barefoot hind shoes. And from Peter Untersteiner's stable, 7 Garden Leave. Good speed, smog form, that hidden good form, capable of surprising at low percentages. Peter even wants to try for the lead with her.
Wow. What a ride through Jägersro's V75.
The power of this deep dive, I think, is seeing how many different factors weave together in each race, giving you multiple perspectives, hopefully making you more informed.
Something to think about until our next deep dive.
Indeed.
Until then, keep digging, keep learning, and stay curious.